Good evening and welcome to the Guyana TV9 News Bulletin for today, Tuesday, December 2nd, 2025. I am Faith Sandy. In the headlines tonight, President Ali outlines vision of discipline, innovation, and regional leadership for Guyana's future. NAPS ramps up fight to end mother-to-child HIV transmission. No baby should be born with HIV. Guyanese communities celebrate PPPC projects, clean water, schools, roads, and opportunities everywhere. CCAC warns holiday shoppers, know your rights, stay protected this season. And Tabatinga ambulance driver jailed, fined $1 million for cybercrime offense. Now for the news in depth. The National AIDS Program Secretariat is intensifying its nationwide effort to ensure every mother and every newborn in Guyana is fully protected from HIV. Program Manager Dr. Tariq Jagnarine told Guyana TV9 that eliminating mother-to-child transmission is one of the country's most achievable public health victories, but only if every expectant mother.
Every pregnant woman entering antenatal services is tested for HIV, syphilis, and hepatitis, a system that has already saved countless newborns. Still, officials warn of a persistent danger: mothers who never visit a clinic until they are already in labor.
So this is one of the years we've been working tirelessly to ensure that at some point we can achieve what you call elimination of mother-to-child transmission of HIV. At this 21st century we're in, we should not be having any mom or any baby being exposed to HIV. That's just horrendous. Kids being affected with HIV and having to live their lives, and they have no blame for it.
Medical guidelines are clear. When a mother starts treatment early and becomes virally suppressed, the chance of delivering an HIV-free baby is as high as 99%. But late or non-existent clinic visits can place both mother and child at immediate risk.
We've had very isolated cases, random cases throughout the years, maybe just like about three or five of women not enrolling in their antenatal care clinic and just showing up at the point of delivery. And so they've never had any tests. And that in itself takes the onus of the community to be involved.
Dr. Jack Narayan says community involvement is not interference. It is intervention that saves lives. The Secretariat is also strengthening outreach in hinterland communities where travel distance, testing access, and follow-up care remains major barriers. Guyana's elimination plan envisions a future with fewer than 15 new HIV cases per year and ultimately a country where mother-to-child transmission is brought to zero. NAPS is urging all expectant mothers to start antenatal clinic early, attend consistently, and take advantage of free nationwide HIV testing and treatment. Adana Dora, Guyana TV9 News.
Guyana's tenure on the United Nations Security Council demanded a level of seriousness, discipline, and diplomatic maturity that many countries underestimate. That's according to Guyana's permanent representative to the UN, Ambassador Caroline Rodriguez-Burkett, who reflected on the country's performance and reputation on the global stage during an appearance on the Starting Point podcast. More in this report.
Guyana's permanent representative to the United Nations, Caroline Rodriguez-Burkett, says the moment Guyana secured 191 out of 192 votes, the celebration ended and the responsibility began. She told the Starting Point podcast that such overwhelming support meant the global community was watching closely, expecting Guyana not only to serve on the council, but to demonstrate maturity, steadiness, and discipline in every engagement.
We were elected, as you will recall, we had 191 of 192 votes. Mm-hmm. So we received the highest number of votes at that election in 2023. Mm-hmm. And so that told us that there was a lot of trust and confidence in us as a country, representing especially small states on the Security Council. That is a privilege and that is a burden, because you're elected.
Ambassador Rodriguez-Burkett explained that the Security Council carries a weight unmatched by any other UN body. Its decisions are binding on every member state, making it the organization's single lawmaking authority. She said this reality required Guyana to approach each issue with precision, caution, and a deep respect for the consequences of every vote.
15 members on the council, whatever they do there, it ties everyone in the General Assembly, every other country. They have to abide with that decision. So it's the only lawmaking body of the United Nations, very important. And so we went there with our principles and with our voice.
According to her, Guyana's visibility grew not because of its size, but because of its consistency. She said the country refused to shift its positions under geopolitical pressure, a stance that earned respect from fellow council members who valued a principled, steady voice.
The voice of Guyana, in addition to us, or me, or any one of the team speaking at the Security Council, we have to see this within the whole. When our president speaks, when our vice president speaks, when our minister speaks as well, we're all speaking the same language. It is Guyana. And we were able to have quite a bit of coverage during our time on the council because of the positions we take. They were principled positions. We tried very, very hard to ensure we stick to our principles, even though the geopolitical context can be very difficult at times. And I'm very pleased that we have been able to do that by and large.
As Guyana prepares to demit its seat, Ambassador Rodriguez Burkett said the country leaves with strengthened credibility. She emphasized that Guyana's performance proved that influence is not measured by size, but by responsibility, and those who shoulder it can rise on any global platform. Faith Sandy, Guyana TV9 News.
The holiday season is here, and with it comes the rush for gifts, goodies, and big-ticket purchases. But while shoppers hunt for the best deals, the Competition and Consumer Affairs Commission is urging everyone to stay alert and informed to avoid the January spike in complaints, particularly for electronics and electrical appliances. Here is more from Colin Abrams.
Competitions and Consumers Affairs Commission Communications Officer Alison Parker told Guyana TV9 News that many of the issues the Commission sees after the holidays could be avoided if consumers paid closer attention to their rights before making a purchase.
Items, you want to get the best value for your money. So shop around, compare prices. Once you've compared those prices and you make the decision to buy the particular item, ensure that one, and this is all year round, but we want to remind you at Christmas time, because somehow we get giddy at Christmas time, and the things, exactly, and the things that we usually do, we forget them somehow or the other. So we want to ensure that you get that receipt. Remember, your receipt is your proof of purchase. Should you need to facilitate a refund, a return, or an exchange, you have proof of your purchase.
Under the Consumers Affairs Act, every receipt must clearly state the item's brand, model number, color, date of purchase, and the price with VAT listed separately. Without these details, proving what you bought becomes difficult and leaves consumers at a disadvantage when problems arise. Parker also reminded shoppers to pay close attention to warranties and written contracts, especially a major appliance like refrigerators, stoves, and washing machines. A written warranty, once accepted, becomes a legally binding agreement.
Ensure that you are given no less than 6 months warranty, especially if it's a big ticket item.
A lot of companies and registries I've noticed say 3-month warranty on some items.
But you see, it's what the law says is warranties given in writing, you have to oblige by it. So if you go to buy a refrigerator, you buy a washing machine, and you accept 1-day warranty in writing, that is what you're bound by. You can seek redress through the Competition and Consumer Affairs Commission. Because that's what you're...
Understanding return and refund rights is equally important. If a customer simply changes their mind, they have 7 days to return the item for a refund. But when goods are defective, the protections are stronger. The supplier must offer repair, replacement, or refund. Consumers are encouraged to allow repairs first. However, if repairs take longer than 14 days, the store must provide a loaner item of similar value. If the issue persists, the consumer is entitled to a full replacement or refund with no restocking fees.
And so people are becoming more conscious now. and are filing their complaints. They're no longer letting it go, and we are happy to seek redress on their behalf. What we want to see also is that suppliers become more compliant, and so the number of complaints will come down because they're compliant.
Shoppers who experience problems can file a written complaint at ccac.gov.gy, including receipts, warranty documents, and all relevant evidence. The Commission will engage the supplier to seek fair resolution. Owen Abrams, Ghana TV9 News.
President Irfan Ali has extended congratulations to Philip J. Pierre on his re-election for a second term as Prime Minister of St. Lucia. In a statement, President Ali said the renewed mandate reflects the confidence the people of St. Lucia continue to place in Pierre's leadership and his party's development agenda. He added that Ghana looks forward to working closely with Pierre's government to advance regional cooperation and further strengthen the long-standing ties between Guyana and St. Lucia. More than 4 years after a $346 million contract was awarded to construct the new Bamia primary school in Region 10, the project remains incomplete, prompting stark criticism from Minister of Local Government and Regional Development, Priya Manikchan. Adana Doric has the details in this report.
Less than 24 hours after taking office back in September, Minister Manikchan visited the site and sharply rebuked the contractor for years of delays. The contract, signed in November 2021 with Statement Investment Inc., carried a 20-month timeline and initial completion deadline of July 2023. Since then, multiple extensions have been granted, including one intended to align with the September 2025 school year, but the project is still not finished. During her September site visit, the minister warned that the contract could be revoked if the outstanding works weren't completed urgently. Speaking on the Gordon Mosley radio program, she provided a fresh update, saying officials confirmed that only minor works remain, but emphasized that minor does not mean acceptable.
There's some very minor works left to be done, but we refuse to take a building for the sake of taking a building or a compound or a project so that we could get photographs if we're not completely satisfied that the contractual obligations of the contractors are carried out.
Manikchan said, while external setbacks can happen, the level of delay at Bamia is far beyond what is reasonable or tolerable.
If you bid for a project, you came and said that you could do this at this cost, in this time, at this quality, and you have to do it. And there's the level of tolerance by the people and government for people who breach those is really, really heavily reduced. I have very little. There are always conditions sometimes that you're willing to hear. You know, shipping took long, or there was some kind of external thing that people didn't have control over. But it can't take as long as this school has taken.
Despite her clear frustration, the minister expressed hope that with the contractor's renewed assurances, the building might finally be completed soon.
They have assured me that they too want to get off the site. So I suspect, and my fingers are crossed, that even before school closes, we can get the children into school. But that would require them finishing the work that has to be finished. We're not taking a building that is not finished.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very disappointed in how long they took.
The new Bamia Primary School is expected to serve a rapidly growing student population. The facility includes 44 classrooms, a gymnasium, an auditorium, science and music labs, a library, smart classrooms, and modern restrooms. As the project enters yet another extended timeline, government officials insist the school will only be accepted once it meets every required standard, no exceptions. Adana Dora, Ghana TV9 News.
More news after the break. Stay tuned.
Guyana Digital School. Guyana Digital School. The best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story. Educational transformation. Your success will build the nation. The best place for learning, Guyana Digital School equals strong foundation. We offer online learning with digital tools. The teachers are there with you. Grades 10 and 11. These courses were designed for you. Accessible, engaging, whatever your needs are. We are there to support and coach through interaction. We're bridging the gaps in education. Guyana Digital School. Guyana Digital School. The best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story. Guyana Digital School. Guyana Digital School. The best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story.
Transforming education through digital innovation.
Channel 9 is now Guide TV9, proudly under new management. We're building stronger with a balanced and open platform for all advertisers. Whether you're promoting a business, service, or event, your message belongs right here. So choose your spot, news, prime time, or anytime, and reach viewers across Guyana. With affordable rates and professional service, Guide TV9 is your partner in progress. So visit us at Lot 21A, Lamahar Street, Georgetown, in the Century 21 building, or call 600-5006 or 761-5006. Guyana TV9. New leadership, fresh outlook, real results.
Celebrate Christmas the Guyanese way with 7 days of magic and adventure. Feel the streets come alive with lights, decor, and carols. Share in the delicious joy of favorites like pepper pot, black cake, and even ginger beer. Then explore Guyana's attractions, the majestic kite show, scenic tour on the Demerara Essequibo, and Mahaika rivers. 7 days, one unforgettable Christmas. Join us. Let's discover Guyana this Christmas.
Want to place your death announcements and in memoriam messages on Channel 9? Call 592-761-5006, 710-5008, 600-5006. Or visit our office at Lot 85A Lamaha Street, Albertown, Georgetown, Century 21 building.
Guyana, get ready for Sundown 2025, the country's biggest electronic music and arts festival, featuring Danik from the Netherlands, Walshifier of Major Lazer, Lip Prince, creator of Reggaetronics, and Helang from New York. An open-air festival packed with massive light shows, art installations, and the main stage by the ocean. December 6th, Marriott Beachfront, Georgetown. Time, 3 p.m. till 2 a.m. Tickets available online at ticketgateway.com, Eventbrite, and Potsalt. For physical ticket locations, visit BPM Guyana on all socials. Sundown 2025. Guyana's EDM movement starts here.
Guyana Digital School. Guyana Digital School. The best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story. Educational transformation, your success will build the nation. The best place for learning, Guyana Digital School equals strong foundation. We have our online learning with digital tools. The teachers are there with you. Grades 10 and 11. These courses were designed for you. Accessible, engaging, whatever your needs are. We are there to support and coach through interaction. We're bridging the gaps in education. Guyana Digital School. Guyana Digital School. The best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story. Guyana Digital School. Guyana digital school, the best place for learning, where every child becomes a success story.
Transforming education through digital innovation.
Welcome back. You're watching Guyana TV9 News Bulletin. A Tabatinga woman has been fined and jailed after pleading guilty to a cybercrime offense in the Rupununi. 34-year-old Lorian Tony, an ambulance driver of Tabatinga, was charged for using a computer system to harass, humiliate, and cause emotional distress to Maxine Hendricks, an offense under Section 19 of the Cybercrime Act. Tony appeared before Magistrate Umadat Chandan at the Letem Magistrate Court on Tuesday, where she admitted to the charge. She was fined $1 million Guyana dollars and sentenced to 1 year in prison. President Dr. Irfan Ali has reaffirmed that Guyana is entering an era of unprecedented national transformation, one marked by rapid growth, expanding opportunities, and rising global visibility. However, in a powerful and cautionary address, he reminded citizens that progress must be grounded in discipline, responsibility, and strategic clarity. More details in this report.
President Ali, addressing the GOGEC Oil and Gas Awards, stressed that even in a moment of tremendous promise, the country must remain prudent and focused, ensuring that rapid ascent is balanced with responsible decision-making. The president warned against the risk of becoming swept up in unchecked optimism, emphasizing that Ghana cannot afford to overextend itself during this period of accelerated development. He underscored that under the People's Progressive Party's civic PUPC administration, national growth is being managed with strategic foresight and a steady hand. According to him, the Guyanese economy is not drifting, but is being guided and anchored by competent leadership and the collective efforts of the nation.
The economy is in safe hands, your hands, our hands, the nation's hands, working together. I think you should applaud your own hands. If you're not confident of your hands, tell me no. At the same time, we are not sitting still. We are building new revenue streams and new engines of wealth creation.
President Ali outlined a broad and ambitious economic strategy centered on diversification, resilience, and innovation. While acknowledging the significance of oil revenues, he noted that the country is simultaneously building new revenue streams and creating fresh engines of wealth. Ghana is positioning itself to become an energy powerhouse by using affordable power to stimulate industrial growth. At the same time, the country is monetizing its forests and biodiversity, transforming environmental stewardship into economic strength through ecosystem services.
Ghana is positioning itself to become an energy powerhouse, using affordable power to ignite industry. We are monetizing our forests and biodiversity, turning environmental stewardship into financial strength through ecosystem services. We are modernizing, not abandoning, the traditional sectors that have sustained generations of Guyanese. And above all, we are leaping toward new horizons. Guyana is on track to become the digital dynamo of the Western Hemisphere. We are not only building a digital society, we are laying the foundation for a new family of digital industries.
President Ali further emphasized the country's evolving role within the region. Ghana is deepening its integration with Caribbean and continental partners through enhanced infrastructure, expanded trade, regional energy connections, and shared economic initiatives. He stressed that the country is neither complacent nor passive, but instead is being set firmly on a path of sustained stability and prosperity. President Ali reflected on the long-term significance of Ghana's development trajectory. He noted that the future being built today is one that will be inherited by the next generations, and the pace of national advancement is driven not by haste, but by understanding that history will not wait. As Ghana continues to push forward, the message is clear. The nation's success depends on disciplined planning, unity, and a shared commitment to a prosperous future. Calvin Abrams, Ghana TV9 News.
Residents across Guyana are celebrating the wave of development reaching their communities, from upgraded roads and schools to new health centers and wells. The PPPC government has been actively working to improve the quality of life for citizens in every region. Here is more.
In recent months, the government has focused on beautifying the country and enhancing community spaces. Projects include new play parks, ball fields, upgraded primary schools, health centers, and improved access to electricity and water, benefiting towns and villages nationwide. In Silver Hill, a small settlement in the Demerara Mahaika Region 4, about 48 kilometers up the Suez Linden Highway along the east bank of the Demerara River, new wells now provide clean, reliable water. In West Kanji Region 6, East Berbice Quarantine, communities enjoy upgraded roads, schools, and sports facilities. In Anna Region 9, Upper Takatu, Upper Essequibo, online training programs enable residents to access quality education without traveling far. Listen as residents share how these developments have impacted their daily lives.
My name is Andrew. I'm from Lukava Village, West Kanji, Berbice. And we're really happy to see that the development that has been happening in the community recently, and PPP government, we have seen that they've been doing a lot of things. The Carver Ball Field is one, also the play park. I see they've been extending the play park a little. So things are being kicking in, man.
Thus far, the development taking place in Sanford is great too, because the reason I'm saying this, over the years, Sanford, all the development we got in that area is every time PPP take office, they would have done something for the community. And we moved from Mud Road to Pitch Road. We moved from a small building where it was the primary school to a larger one where the children get more space, where they could learn. The learning capacity is more, is far more better. The health center in the community, we're grateful for it because we don't have to go all the way out in Amsterdam in case persons get ill, It's easier for you to get help. We get electricity. So far, at the moment, we get in a ball field there, and it is very good because normally we got to come all the way to Lukabo for the kids to do sports. Now we can get that done right in the community. And in the afternoon we could go, and the children could play football, cricket, and females, if they are interested. I'm praying that they're interested because circle tennis is one of the exercises, something that I love, and females could go and play circle tennis there, and other, walking exercise and these other things. So the development is vast. We have so many other opportunities, and I'm grateful.
My name is Adrian Aziz, and I'm a resident of Silver Hill. I've been a resident of Silver Hill for the past 13 years. I have 3 children born and raised in this village. Before this well came to our village, it was tough when the rain never fell. We would have to go to the creek, fetch water up and stuff like that. But now that the well is here, we are very appreciative. We are very thankful. And it has eased the burden of us having to do all the tracks to the creek to get water for the children, to cook and stuff like that. So I must say thank you to the government, thank you to the Honorable President, Mr. Mohammed Ali, and thank you.
My name is Raymond Baldwin. I'm living on the west side of Silver Hill, and for the past years, I've been using creek water to do everything, cooking, washing, drinking, whatever. And since the starting of this project, I need help in laying the pipes and so, and it is very beneficial for me and the community of this part at large. As everybody now is getting potable clean water to use, to cook, to drink, and helps in the little kitchen garden that they have in the yard. And I think it's a good step that the government has been doing for the small communities along the highway. And we're looking forward to keep carrying this well as the years go by. Thank you.
Good morning. I am Wendelson Moses, a community health worker, and now I applied for the nursing assistant program, which is the hybrid program online, and it was very good for me. The ministers said that there is a app, which is the Coursera app, which is very, very good for everyone who can have that app in their phone. Just click on it, and then whatever studies you want to do, it's there. But for me, the Coursera app helped me a lot, and I didn't have to go to Georgetown or travel to Georgetown to do my nursing program. I just do it online, and then I finish my courses, and now I am on my last semester. It didn't take much time, but you have to make yourself available as young people. Just go there and be yourself out there. Thank you.
With these initiatives, the government continues to demonstrate its commitment to uplifting all Guyanese, ensuring that development reaches each corner of the country and improves the lives of people across the nation. Faith Sandy, Guyana TV9 News.
In tonight's regional news, a top U.S. Navy admiral ordered a second round of strikes on an alleged Venezuelan drug boat. The White House has confirmed. The double-tap strike on September 2nd has drawn bipartisan scrutiny among U.S. lawmakers. The Washington Post recently reported that 2 people survived the first blast and were still clinging to the burning vessel when they were killed, raising fresh legality questions. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt said on Monday that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth authorized the strikes but did not give an order to kill everybody, as the report said. More than 8 people have been killed in a number of similar strikes in the Caribbean Sea since early September. Each announcement from U.S. officials is usually accompanied by grainy video but no evidence of the alleged drug trafficking and few details on who or what was on board each vessel. The Trump administration says it is acting in self-defense by destroying boats carrying illicit drugs to the U.S. Internationally, India has ordered all new smartphones to come preloaded with a state-run cybersecurity app, sparking privacy and surveillance concerns. Under the order passed last week but made public on Monday, smartphone makers have 90 days to ensure all new devices come with the government's Sankar Sati app, whose functionalities cannot be disabled or restricted. It says this is necessary to help citizens verify the authenticity of a handset and report the suspect of misuse of telecom resources. The move, which comes in one of the world's largest phone markets with more than 1.2 billion mobile users, have been criticized by cyber experts who say it breaches citizens' right to privacy. Under the app's privacy policy, it can make and manage phone calls, send messages, access call logs and message logs, photos and files, as well as the phone's camera. And that has brought us to the end of tonight's newscast. Remember to check out our Facebook and YouTube platforms at GUY TV9 for more trending stories. I am Faith Sandy. Good night.